All right, let's have a look at the markets. We've had an interesting day today in that what I thought would happen yesterday. So, yesterday I thought that FTSE would actually be the market leading the buys when the buys come in. But instead, Wall Street is leading the buys, or seems to be leading the buys. So this was a very interesting area here. Let me mark it right about here. There was a battle here, and buyers won that battle. I say there was a battle because you see these spikes. Oops, let me clear that. You had spikes downwards and also upwards as well, and several of them. So all of that, spikes downwards, spikes upwards, before eventually buyers winning out. And the last set of sellers were down here, where prices went up, pulled back, and sellers, or the ones here, thought, okay, this is just a faker and it's going to go down. Let me clear that up and see if I can draw it better. So sellers thought this push up was a faker, and when prices started to come down, they sold, and sold to the buyers who pushed it up. So that's happened on this market. I found it interesting that it happened on this market rather than FTSE, because I would have thought, because this came down in a more steady manner, that buyers would push up quicker on this market. But then I realized there is a news announcement this week, a UK news announcement, and actually there are two this week, one tomorrow and one on Thursday. And I think the one on Thursday is slightly more important, but both are in the importance category. And I say that to say this may be why this is moving up slowly. The buyers are not ready to push up. And I now believe, because they're not ready to push up, I now believe, even though we've had this push, and this push, I think we're going to have one more push down, which could potentially come down to this level, or just spike down and then blast up. I really doubt these buyers coming in now will have the power to go all the way up to here and beyond, because of the manner they're coming in now. Excuse me. So you see, it's very choppy, they're hesitating. There shouldn't be any hesitation. If they're ready, it should blast up, just like Wall Street has done. And if we're looking at the momentum of both buyers and sellers, we've had this push and this push. Let me move this forward a bit. So this push and then this push, and the last push, oops, there we go, this push was stronger than the previous push, and these buyers are not really doing much. They made one attempt here, but they were smacked back down, which makes me believe that this price may not be good enough for the buyers to buy. If buyers are sitting down here, surely they want prices to come down to them so that they can buy, right? Them buying up here is not the level that they're happy with, and the first sign of that is this push up being smacked down. The second sign of that is these guys coming up very, very slowly. It's almost as though they're scared of being smacked down again like they were here. This guy who made this minor push down, it's not that strong. Surely these buyers would have been able to go past him. And now they don't even seem to be confident enough to reach this level again. They're very scared, so they're buying and exiting, which is what's making this move very slowly. And if we go down just one more time frame, just so we can see the details for now. So this guy is going to be interested in selling this one more time, at least one more time, and potentially breaking this low. I say potentially because I'm also conscious that when he sold this time, he wasn't able to make this low, wasn't able to beat it, wasn't able to make it. So we've had this higher high ever since. So, which of course is, let me clear this up, all of this is leading to a triangle. Either one that's like this, and this is one of the reasons why I really don't like using triangles, because you can draw this triangle like this and say, okay, when prices go past, break this level, then we're game. Or you can say the triangle is actually like this. In which case, we're going to continually move closer and closer, and then it's going to pop. It's going to break through, pop through that wedge. And I think the wedge is the more likely scenario, but I really don't like using either triangles or wedges. It's not really my thing. I much prefer horizontal lines. But in any case, we have these buyers who are moving on very hesitantly, and I think this guy is going to send it down one more time. Now, if he sends it down, what I would like is for this area to be broken by the sellers. I think if this area is broken, it will attract a lot of people, both buyers and sellers. It will attract sellers because they'll look at this and say, okay, the sells are on, we're going down, right? We're going down to at least this level, maybe even beyond. Whereas buyers, the ones who are sitting here, they look at these sellers coming down and they'll be very happy, saying, yes, we have sellers that we can buy from. And the more they come down, ideally, even with power, the better. Because at this point, being so close to this level, this is ripe for a faker, where sellers sell and it gains steam because more people jump on it, only for the buyers to buy and absorb all of the cells from here to here, assuming it comes down to this level. That's what I'm thinking. I think that will be the most obvious yet, well, not obvious, the most deceptive thing for buyers to accomplish at this point. I think there is a small chance that they can continue to hover upwards, and when the news announcement is released tomorrow, break the wedge. I don't think anything will happen before the news announcement. Everything's waiting for that news announcement. The buyers are waiting for that news announcement. So if prices can come down as low as possible tonight / all the way up till tomorrow, it'll be great. And right now they seem to be coming down, so I think this is good. But just as we saw the wedge on this time frame, I think we're likely to see a wedge on this time frame, and this one might be even bigger, because you can look at it as that or all of that. In fact, people will be looking at it both ways. That's why I don't really like wedges. It's not my thing. So let's quickly have a look at Germany. Oh, okay. Germany still has a long way to go. Yeah. So I don't think Germany is ready to go up either. They've had this swing, which came down, and then this swing, and now we seem to be having another swing, which is coming down with steam. And if these guys come down in the next 15 minutes, breaking this low, oh yeah, we're going down. Because they also technically still have another swing left in them. Swing downwards, I should say. Because you've had, well, this is interesting because you can read this as all one move down, or you can say these are very choppy moves. I like to go with the more extreme, so I'm going to read this as all of that as one move down, meaning we still have another move downwards. So all three markets are actually showing that sellers are game to take this down even further. So I think the buy is getting ready. It's not quite ready yet. And I believe yesterday we were around about here-ish, and I said I want to see how the sellers perform. And they were able to break this low, which means we're going for another low. So all signs are pointing to a sell. And all signs pointing to a sell is leading to, I think, a bigger buy. Either tomorrow or Thursday, one of the news announcements. I think the buyers are going to coincide with the news announcement. And I think this level is ripe for the buyers once the sellers come down. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Bye for now.